you let all that art out, you know?
Alright, we're live. Say hi to the people.
Hello!
What's up?
I hate
Mamma
myself.
mia. Wait, what the fuck is happening right now?
I thought you were like, wait, why would you say that?
No, there's something weird, technical problems.
Uh-oh.
My little person can't talk. He's mute. What happened to him?
Oh no. He lost his voice box.
And I close and reopen it.
It's like Toy Story, you know? He lost his voice box. Now he's gotta get the voice box back.
Godot engine has stopped working. Okay, there we go. Let's try that again.
Has it ever considered to start working?
Uh, what?
You said it stopped working, and I said, has it ever considered to start working?
I'll have to ask it. Okay, there, he's working, he's talking.
I'll have to ask.
Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna do a little bit of doodling while we wait for the other half of our team. And here's Doc playing video games.
I'm playing the Crossing Worlds.
So
I'm crossing
today's
through worlds.
today's episode 69. Oh, the sexy special, and I don't really know what to do with
Damn.
Bellsprout at the moment. Do you have
Have you con-
good
What's that?
ideas? Do you have any good
Yes.
ideas?
I'm going to find a random hentai, and you're gonna recreate the art, but with
I,
Bellsprout.
I I guess
Don't.
we could. I just couldn't show it on air.
Yeah. Don't. Well, no. Just don't put any porn. Just you know.
Yeah,
Just the art
just the
style. You know.
poses, just the art style.
Or just make
Yeah,
him into a tentacle monster. You know, with his feet.
maybe. I was thinking too. What if I did the draw me as one of your French girls pose? Little pose.
Okay. I think you want it. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should
I
I
like that.
also do recreate a hentai style at the same time?
You could. You could.
Do you have one in mind? You can send me privately.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you, Karen. I don't watch hentai,
What?
but
I thought
I
everyone
want.
in the world did. What?
I don't watch hentai videos like that. You know, I feel
Okay.
like watching hentai. You know, it's a little, it's
It's a
a
little
little much.
gauche. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little gauche. Yeah. Let's see. Hentai art styles.
I'm
Okay.
streaming this, by the way. Wait. Let me turn off the fucking. There, go
Oh
ahead.
shit.
Go ahead. You're
Okay,
fine.
that's right. That's right. Okay. Well, at least it wasn't anything bad. At least it wasn't anything bad.
Oh my god.
Okay. Am I free? Am I safe?
To stimulate your visual senses. Oh, yeah, you're free. Don't worry.
Okay. Stainless night. What's that one? There's like one hentai that was actually a really like it started as a hentai and then it became something entirely different and it became like really popular in Japan because they just made it into a show.
Really? Oh,
Uh-huh.
wait. I actually think I might actually know this. What was it?
Oh fuck.
I
You
think
know
there are
what I'm
probably a
talking
couple
about?
examples, but
Yeah. Fate stay recreate the
yeah,
Fate
Fate.
Stay Night.
Fate
Yeah,
is
well
one of them. Yeah,
Fate's one of them. You could recreate the Fate art style from the visual novel.
I
Just
could. Yeah, that could
look at
work.
this shit with Bellsprout.
It's
Just
perfect.
recreate this shit, like.
Oh my god, it's such a silly style. Okay, wait, here, show this part. Let me,
Yeah, this is all safe. We're not gonna see any porn just by looking at Fate Stay Night visual novel.
No,
Like,
no.
hey, look, like you could just have this art style
It's
with Bellsprout.
so silly looking. Um, yeah, I could do that. Sure.
All right, there you go.
And I guess we're also doing the drawing like one of your French girls Titanic
At the
pose.
same time.
Yeah, it's perfect. All right, so let me bring up that reference.
I'm gonna look up something on the side and send it to you because I forget if it technically
N-
has loot in it, but it's really funny and
do
it's
I have
gonna
to
make you laugh.
do I have to close your screen or no?
No, I'm doing it on my other monitor.
Okay. Titanic, draw me like one of your. I don't want to type all this in, but whatever.
You want to see some actual dialogue from the game? Here you go. I'm DMing it to you. You can read it to yourself,
Oh
and then,
boy, I'm very
you know,
curious.
there you go. Just ignore the meme on the bottom. Just read the dialogue.
Oh boy. Okay.
Considering you watched Fate recently. You probably know where this happens in the Fate anime, but they cut it out. They
Ready
didn't
to give
actually.
me her magical energy. Okay, I put on my wizard robe and a hat. What are you talking about? Trace. On. I look inside me, activate the magic current, and cast the strengthening level 8 on my god.
Real dialogue, by the
That's
way.
amazing.
I've played the game and that happens.
Lewd
Remember
100.
that
Ah!
part when she's like gonna give him mana or
Yeah,
whatever,
no, I
like
know
the
exactly.
flavors? Yeah.
The bed looks the same and everything. I remember this part. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's the thing they didn't show you in the anime.
It's so funny. That part was so obvious that it was like it was straight from a visual novel. Like
Oh
compared to the rest
yeah.
of the show, it was like, oh, okay, I see exactly what they're doing here.
He only put porn in it because that was the only way he could get a budget.
Yeah,
For funny enough,
makes sense.
he pitched the idea to a company, and they said, "Well, if you put hentai in it, then we will give you the budget for your visual
It's kind
novel."
of crazy that's how
So
it works over there. Like over here, it's the exact opposite. Like there's like no, there's
yep,
too many tits in this. Put explosions in instead. We'll sell it.
yep, and they're just like, "Put tits, we want that."
We want
And like
tits.
he makes one of the most riveting, like well done visual novels I've ever read. And then like you just see the porn scenes, and then you're like, oh yeah, exists. It's funny because they did a remaster of it. I bought it on Switch,
Really?
and in the remaster, yeah, they actually purposely made it so that all the porn scenes were written out.
Hmm.
He rewrote those scenes just so that they weren't there anymore because he always had a distaste for it. He didn't like it. So when he finally had the chance, and obviously, Nasu has his own company now, he just took the opportunity. He's like, yeah, you know what? We're getting rid of all this. I didn't want it there.
Hmm.
And there you
Very
go. There's her
interesting.
doing drugs.
Oh, the fuck?
Yeah, good times. Good times, that Fate visual novel.
What? What a thing, huh?
Yeah,
Trying to
I
find a
still
good
think Heavens feels
reference.
like the coolest thing ever. I just wish the movie was. I wish the movie had a little more time, but I get because it was only 3 films. You gotta cut corners.
Yeah, but
The
it
thing
was
that
pretty
drives
fun.
me
It's pretty cool.
I the only thing that drives me nuts is they cut the final battle. The best part.
Yeah, you're telling me about that.
Yeah, I know that
Bad.
they were going all crazy over the Medusa Saber altar fight, but like that's not even supposed to be anything compared to the Shiro Kire fight.
Yeah.
And they definitely went a little too hard on the waifu battle over the real like meat and potatoes of the visual novel because the whole thing is it's supposed to lead up to that point, because
Mm-hmm.
it's not only the end of that arc, it's the end of the entire visual novel. So that's why they want that to be this grand final fight, and then like I don't know, they give it like 2 minutes in the movie, and I'm like, you're fucking with me, right?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
It's even funnier because they break part of the lore. Like it's like they didn't even read because the whole point of the fight is that Shiro's avoiding head blows because anytime he takes damage, remember the swords grow out of his body
Yeah.
because his body can't actually like accurately regenerate anymore. So instead, it replaces anything with swords. And he says in the visual novel, if I take one blow to the head, I'm dead. Because
Hmm.
obviously it would make a sword and it would go right through his brain. But then in
Ah.
the movie, they're just punching each other in the face all the time, and it's just like, bro, what the fuck?
I guess they want to
Like,
retcon that part because they just I don't know, the idea in their head was too cool that they keep punching each other in the face. I don't know.
yeah, I thought it was. I liked that whole kind of
Yeah, it's neat.
urgency
That's a
of
good
the
wrinkle to
battle.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was added a whole urgency to that entire battle because Shiro knew that one hit and he was basically dead, right? So,
Yeah.
but then they kind of, I know a lot of fans hated that because they were like, that was like one of the big appeals of that fight was Shiro had to play like immaculate defense. But
Hmm.
I don't know, just be like that. I mean, like, look right there, like if that happened in the visual novel, he's dead. Like, but they just
Super
let that
dead.
happen. I don't know. I know Nasu himself wasn't too involved with the movies. He kind of let Ufotable do their thing, and it was just like, yeah, read the source material, but I don't think they did a lot of in that fight at least. I don't think they read it to that point.
Yeah.
they also never get to this part where he actually admits that in any other scenario he could actually like Kirei as a person, you know?
Hmm.
Like he understands and respects his drive even though they're on two opposite ends of the spectrum, you know?
I feel like they
Oh, here's the
kind of
meme.
touched on that.
Yeah, I feel like the visual novel goes into it a bit. But like I mean the movie goes into it a bit, but the visual novel really gets into it.
Yeah.
Also, here's the meme.
I protect
The
my
exact
head.
lines.
My face hasn't turned into swords yet. It'll be over if I'm hit there.
Yeah,
It's a
and then they
great
have a
impact frame, yeah.
yeah, just what happens in the movie.
Ooh.
He just dies, you know, so it never happens. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I love that whole battle. It's really cool, you know, because at the end of the day, they're both really selfish people that
Yeah.
are working for ultimately different goals, but are vaguely similar in that sense, you know? Kirei's whole thing is
Totally.
like, well, why can't we let Angra Mind You be born? How do we know it's like shouldn't it, you know, like be its own person and will it feel guilt for what the sins it's about to create, right?
Yeah.
That's all he cares about. He cares about can it feel like people, you know? Can it if it creates sins, can it grieve? And
Yeah.
then Shiro's just like, if that thing lives, we all die. And he's like, yeah, I know, but that's not what I'm curious about.
Yeah, because he's insane.
Yeah, I mean, he's fucking insane, and I'm not siding with him. But at least he's not just like doing it just to end the world. Like, oh, I
No,
need
no,
to, you
he has
know?
reasons. His reasons are dumb and flawed, and I kind of makes him seem it's especially crazy, but
Yeah,
it's
I as
it,
a as a heavily Catholic person though, you know, he's like this godly man. His whole thing is like people are able to repent for their sins, right?
yeah.
So I understand from his logic where it's coming from, even though it is flawed, right? Angra Mainyu is just a monster. It could never feel guilt. It could never feel
Yeah.
shame for what it's about to do because Angra Mainyu at that point isn't even the person it once was because it used to be, you know, a servant.
Hmm.
It's not even that person anymore. It's filled with the spites of literally billions of people, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to show a shed of any kind of remorse for what it's about to do. But he's curious if it can. He's like, but can it? You know, when
Yeah.
the dust settles and it's all over, and it has no more like grief to let out,
But
will it feel? You
it's
know?
unlikely he'd be alive to see it grieve anyway, so it's like, what is your
Yeah,
curiosity even really accomplishing?
he won't be alive, but I think he. The thing is, like, he doesn't care if he's alive. He just like because it's yeah, he technically wants to know, but he also knows that he wouldn't be able to see it. So it's more so of a thing of just like, would it be able to, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and I guess that's really what drives him. Less about if is can he see it, and more can it, you know? Because in
Yeah.
his eyes, if he let it live and then it does that and it feels grief, he proved his point, dead or not, you know? Will his point be
Suppose.
known to anybody? No, but he proved his point.
I guess. Good job. You prove your point to a room full of nobody.
And then Shiro is just like, it needs to die. I need to protect Sakura. And he's like, Sakura has like literally massacred so many people. What makes us different? You know?
Hmm.
You want a murderer to live? I want a murderer to live.
Let's get this happening.
And that's why the whole fight is great because it's this. They're both tattered. They're both beaten, you know, from their previous battles. They're in no shape to fight. There's no magic in this entire battle. It's just straight fist fight.
Yeah, I kind of
And
love
it's
that.
this, yeah, it's this very just raw, authentic battle where it's just like they're going to use any means necessary to try to win it, right? Very dirty. And
Yeah.
I really enjoy fights like that because I feel like we don't get that enough.
Oh,
Usually,
totally.
it, oh, welcome back.
I was
Usually it's
not
just
here.
no. He did DM me though. I'm gonna about to read. Let's see what he said. He just DM me. He's heading home.
Okay.
Okay. That's something at least.
That's good. But yeah, you know, we don't get a lot of fights like that. I feel, especially in anime, where it's always about showing off flashy big moves and stuff. It's
Yeah.
not often that the climax is just two guys just beaten and worn down, and that's
That's
the final
I
battle.
really gravitate away from those kind of really standard things. I like stuff like Chainsaw Man, where it's like, I'm just gonna kick this guy in the balls a bunch of times. Like, fuck yeah. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, like, it depends on the context, right?
It
Like,
does. It does. Sometimes it's done very, very well, but it's also done so often that it's kind of,
yeah, like Dragon Ball does it great because Dragon Ball still makes it
yeah,
feel like
it
it's,
does.
always just within a hair of anybody's victory,
Yeah.
because it's never just, oh, this is clearly oversided for the pro tag. The pro tag's gonna win. And that's what I enjoy about like a fight like this, where it's just like either of these guys could win. Neither of them are really in the right. I mean, they both have a lot of flaws to their decisions.
Yeah.
Shiro quite literally wanted to be a hero of justice, right? But his ideal of a hero of justice was his father's entire thing was kill the one to save the many. And then what does he do? He protects the one and lets a bunch of people die. So,
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
and he doubles down on it because he's like, that's my girl. He's
Yeah.
like, that's my girl. I don't care if they die. I care about her.
I don't
And then
care if you broke your
and then
elbow.
Kiri's like, you're kind of a fucking hypocrite for wanting to kill me then, because I just want this giant demon to live and literally destroy everybody. That's basically what you want.
Mhm.
But it comes from this point of where the fight starts and they're not on the same ideals at all. They don't understand each other, and by the end, they get it. They finally get one another. But they're so
Yeah.
deep into this battle, they can't exactly stop. They're still going to push for their particular ideals, but they have immense respect at the same time.
Mhm.
Just like Armstrong and Ryder.
Yeah, I was gonna say like fights like that, or fights like Liquid Ocelot versus Solid Snake, at the end of MGS4. There are battles where the villain and hero can finally see eye to eye, but they know it has to be done regardless. Only one side is going to win.
Hmm.
And even though they're battered to hell and high back, which is why I like the MGS4 fight, they're these guys are struggling to stand up, but they're still going.
Mhm.
And I can enjoy that. That's like, to me, I like that as a final battle. I really enjoy the idea of let's throw the power scaling away. Let's settle this just with whatever's left in our stamina.
Yeah. Yeah, that stuff is pretty
Because like
badass.
any other time, Kure would just manhandle this guy. He has like he's trained in the arts of like Catholic assassins essentially. He could break Shiro's neck just by like with like incredible speed, but they're
Mhm.
on even footing at this point because they're both so tired.
Exactly.
Like this is just a high school boy versus a huge ass man. But it works, and I like it.
Yeah, it
And I
is
think
solid.
that's why I feel like the film took a lot away from that because it just kind of feels like it's there in the film.
Yeah.
It exists. They fight. It's over within 2 minutes, and
It would
it's
have been
really
nice if there's a bit
disappointing.
more to it. I still like it, but I getcha. I get what you mean.
Yeah. I guess to be fair, Heaven's Feel is like my favorite Fate thing ever.
Yeah.
So for years I was very excited for the movies, but I saw the first one in theaters and I was like, okay, I'll wait till the other two come out. We'll watch them as a group. And when we finally did, I understood there was restrictions, but I was a little disappointed. That the two biggest fights, I feel, the visual novel, they dropped the ball. Which is
Mm.
funny because the smaller fights like Saber Alter versus, Medusa, they did that so well and it's like this really isn't as important in the grand scheme of things of this arc,
So
you know?
when you had big
Mhm.
fights, you pretty much were just like,
I don't really want this.
Yeah, yeah. The one fight, Shiro versus Berserker, when he does Nine Lives Blade Works, you probably remember that one, Kieran, right? Where he summons
uh
like Hercules' own weapon against him, and then he slices him like
oh
into
yeah,
two.
yeah.
Yeah, that it's just like one move in the movie, and in the visual novel, it's a full-on fight. It's Shiro coming to terms with these new powers and fighting literally Hercules, which I mean, like, I don't
Mhm.
think I need to emphasize the gravity of fighting Hercules.
Yeah.
Like, he's
That dude's
literally
fucking
hurt.
scary.
Yeah, even out of Fate lore, like he's Hercules. This is
Yeah.
one dude versus the fucking Hercules. So that's a great. Those are the two best fights of the visual novel. The fans usually say it's a very like it's a very unanimous decision. That's like, okay, the Shiro Kure fight, and then the Shiro Berserker fight. Most important fights at Heaven's Feel.
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people got mad at the movies because they're just like they put more emphasis into the waifu fights, which I mean, yeah, waifus definitely sell for Fate, but it is kind of sad that the source material not exactly to be skewed, but certain places had to be overshadowed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas that fight could have been 2 minutes, like Shiro and Saber Alter and Medusa, and like Fate fans wouldn't have cared if that was 2 minutes, as long as they got the important stuff right, you know.
Yeah.
Would have been nitpicks, but it wouldn't have been like I don't care. Like I don't care anymore that you've done this, you know? But I don't know. Long story short, I don't hate the movies, but I definitely don't care for them as much.
It's fair. It's fair.
I
I think
definitely
they're flawed. I think they're
yeah.
pretty fun. There's some good stuff in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they definitely them and the show. I don't think either are really perfect or like my favorite thing ever.
The thing with this might be controversial, but I
Please,
feel like I'm not. Unlimited Blade Works has good moments, right?
it
Even in the
does.
visual novel, it has solid moments. I don't think the writing of Unlimited Blade Works is as good as Heaven's Feel, and the reason I say
I don't
that
think
is
so. Oh, wait, which
because
one's the movie? Which one's the show? Blade Works
the
is the show,
movies,
right?
Blade Works is the show,
Yeah,
yeah,
Blade Works I thought had kind of bad writing at times. I was not super into that.
and that's mostly and Nasu. That's mostly because he wrote Blade Works when he was like a 16-year-old, and then he
Okay.
wrote Heaven's Feel when he was like 10 years older, because
Okay.
Fate was almost something he wrote over the course of his entire like adolescence to young adult life.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
So
sense. That
by the
makes
time it got
sense.
officially released in 2004, he was like a 30 something year old man, you know. Hold on
Mm-hmm.
one second. Yeah, so this was like 20 years worth of writing that
Yeah.
was put into this visual novel. You know, that's why Nasu's never done something on that scale ever again. He's just been coasting off like adaptations of it or like the
Yeah.
mobile game and shit because he's like I essentially spent 30 almost 30 years of my life writing this one thing. I think I'm good now. But so, like, for example, the first route, the Fate route, is considered pretty bad. He wrote that when he was like 13, and it definitely comes off as a 13-year-old wrote it. He
Yeah.
hates it so much that he said he'd like to remake it because he just disliked it that much. Unlimited Blade Works, he wrote as a 16-year-old, which definitely comes off that way. And
Yeah.
then Heaven's Feel was like 26 because he took a little break at one point to write Tsukihime, his other thing, which is like about vampires and shit, which is also pretty good. But
Mhm.
I feel like he got his writing style obviously got better as he got older, which of course, that applies to essentially almost everyone. Of course the more you learn, the better you get at things, but
Generally, yeah.
it very much shows, generally. And I think that's a big reason as to why people like Heaven's Feel the most cuz they're like, well, you could definitely see he's finally comfortable and understands what works for his writing style. Whereas Unlimited Blade Works kind of jumps all over the place sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I'm not crazy on UBW. Even in the visual novel form, it's very whatever. So the anime, it's like yeah, the anime looks pretty, but it's like the writing, it's got good moments, but I can't say it's good, like
Yeah.
great. It's solid. I'll give it a solid.
That's pretty much how I feel. I thought yeah. Has a couple of those really peak moments, like when it's good, it's really, really good. And then I found a lot of it to be kind of meandering and people standing around and just talking about and explaining the rules of stuff, and I got kind of bored.
Yeah, and like Shiro and Rin's like romantic like arc, it's not very compared to
Yeah,
Sakura where it actually feels like very natural. It's just not very. It's not
I didn't
working.
really buy it. Yeah, like parts of it maybe, but yeah.
I mean, Rin's a great character, but it's funny. Rin's usually good in every arc but her own. People say she's better when she's not the love interest, which is really funny.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair.
But I don't know. Like, yeah, a lot of people gas up UBW, but like, I don't know. I've always been when it comes to anime, because a lot of people are sold very easily. Just the visuals look great. I'm
Yeah,
kind of like the opposite. I'm like the visuals can look great, but like I have to be invested in the story. If I'm not
yeah.
invested in the story, I'm not just here for substance.
No, absolutely,
Or
absolutely.
style.
They're plenty of animes that don't look traditionally good that I think are awesome. It's not really. I feel that way about a lot of things too. It's like I want more games that are less detailed but more fun. You know,
I'm glad you get it because it just makes a lot of sense to me. Where it's just like, like people are like, "Oh, this is so hype," and I'm like, I
it
mean,
looks like everything else. And it's kind of whatever. Like I don't get why you like it, but okay, like stuff like
yeah,
that.
I ain't gonna ruffle anyone's jimmies, but I feel like there's a few popular anime where it's like, yeah, it looks good, but I am not. The
Ruffle
story's
some
so.
jimmies. Tell me, what are you thinking?
I don't know. Okay, okay.
I want to know.
I think I've watched almost all of Demon Slayer with the group,
Yeah,
and I only think one arc actually had me invested in terms of
only
story.
one. I'm curious which one.
Yep. I actually think that what was the arc? The one where they had to all go to get their swords refined and shit. I thought that was the only one that I was
Okay.
genuinely invested in. Because for as much love as Mugen Train gets,
Yeah.
what about Mugen Train is interesting up until the end? It's like
I don't know.
the entire train arc to me doesn't. It's kind of a nothing burger. There's nothing really interesting about the story. They're
Hmm.
asleep. There's the bad guy who doesn't actually matter because he's not the main bad guy. And then when it finally gets interesting is when the twist villain shows up, who, just kind of shows up out of nowhere. He's not really related to the arc at all. He just appears and he's like, "I want to fight you because I'm the bad guy." And then they fight, and then what's his name dies, and I was like, well, he died, but I didn't really have any attachment to him to begin with. What did he do to make me attached? Be a nice guy? Like, I mean, being a nice guy isn't enough to keep me attached. You actually have to have like a character arc, And they try to replace, like, say by like, oh, look at his sad backstory, and I'm like, well, that doesn't make me feel bad though.
That's
I'm
kind of a thing they do with all the villains in the show, though, where it's like at the end you get to see into their past and a bit of why they are who they are. I feel like it's kind of part of the
yeah.
draw. It's kind of fun.
It's like, but like, with Rengoku, right? Like we're supposed to love this guy. We're supposed to feel bad that he died. The blonde dude that was like
Yeah.
almost like And then I'm like, I don't know. I just didn't feel the reason as to why I should feel bad that he died. I didn't really know him.
Hmm.
I just didn't know him that well. He just kind of existed.
That's
So
interesting.
that's how my prom at least. People very much love to say Mugen Train's a very good arc, and I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't think it's anything special. Whereas at least
Fair
that
enough.
one arc that I was mentioning, at least that arc made me start caring for a character that I just kind of thought was a dickhead before that, which is the dude that he's been pretending to be his brother this whole time or whatever. His
Yeah.
backstory was solid. I actually cared about him. I liked his arc when he fought the one villain because he was overcoming his past. His relationship with what's the main character's name? Why can't I remember
I
now?
don't remember either.
Yeah, their relationship actually was getting better because before that he kind of disliked the MC, but then he started to like the MC because they finally started to see like the same way, understanding they're not so different and whatever. And
Yeah.
then like the whole twist at the end where what's her name, his sister like doesn't actually die to the sun. That was very emotional, very well done. That wasn't a oh, why should I care moment. It's okay, but I've been established that this is the most important thing in his life to him, his sister. This has been hammered down the entire show, so I felt like the payoff was well done. Even if people could be mad she didn't die, I like the twist. It's like, oh, this whole time she actually was essentially what the main villain has been looking for, which is immortality from the sun, right? That's cool.
Yeah.
I can fuck with that. So that's why I liked that arc. I felt like the writing of that arc felt a little better. I was a little more invested, especially in the characters. Whereas other ones, it was okay. I mean, like same with Entertainment District. Like it
Yeah.
was, it was like flashy. The fights were cool, but like I don't know, I wasn't really interested. The villain wasn't all that interesting. The main character was just being the main character. The new guy, the dude with like 3 wives,
Yeah.
congrats to him, by the way.
Yeah. Pulled three
He was just
baddies. Damn.
he had 3 baddies. He was there. I mean, I don't have anything negative to say about him. I just again like Rengoku. I don't know enough about him. I just know he has 3 wives and he does like sound jutsu or some shit.
I hate the main.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about the main
He's okay.
character.
Yeah.
I hate
He's
characters that try to have no. Kind of.
I'm not crazy about the main character. I'm not really crazy about any of the characters. I like the pig guy. That's about it.
Yeah, I like the pig guy. He's great.
He's very funny, and whenever they focus on him and give him like a serious moment, I'm like, okay, I like this. This is good. But otherwise, I'm like, it's whatever. I just, long story short, ruffles and jimmies. I think to me, Demon Slayer is more style than substance. It is mostly about look at
It's
the pretty
interesting.
colors, look at the pretty animation, and that's about it.
I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know if I fully agree or disagree. I think I partially do. I don't know. I
It's one of those things where
trying to
it's
formulate
like
my
I don't care if
thoughts.
somebody agrees about it, as long as they can respect it. You
Oh,
know,
for sure. I
it's like
totally get it.
when people say like they dislike something I like, I respect it. I don't think there's anything wrong necessarily inherently about feeling differently. If anything, I like that. I like to know that people feel differently about certain things.
Yeah.
That's what makes people unique. Everybody has different tastes and stuff, and that's why I feel bad when like people are just like, "Oh, your taste is shit," because it's like, I don't know, taste is always something that is, obviously. I'm fucking sorry. I'm losing my time really hard against my own ghost.
That's okay.
It's something that's always preference, so to say
Yeah.
like someone's taste is shit, it's like, well, you gotta think about from their shoes. They're obviously they are looking for different things when they're watching stuff.
Yeah.
They're looking for overall they're looking for something very different than you are, and that's okay.
Not everyone consumes media in the same way, or it's.
Exactly. Yeah, so if you don't like something, I don't think it inherently means like their opinion sucks,
Yeah.
I'm sure I've talked to people who don't like Dragon Ball, and I'm like, that's okay. You're looking for something
Yeah.
different than me. I'm not gonna like.
Something inferior.
Eh. It's like I'm not gonna like castrate you over it. It's like it's just different.
I yeah, I don't think. What are you giggling at?
Sorry. He Shouter sent me. This is okay. Shouter, I'm not lying.
Oh, I love that video.
This is how I feel about Demon Slayer.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I used to talk to Mecha a lot, and he would just like keep colors on screen when we watch Demon Slayer, and be like, ooh, and like, this is how I feel about people sometimes.
I'm sad.
Oh my god.
No, I love that. You basically summed up how I personally feel about Demon Slayer. So
I don't think its writing is extraordinary or anything. It's pretty decent. And then yeah, the visuals obviously like really help carry it. I do understand
it's
that.
just a new Fotable thing. You go back
Yeah.
to Fate, right? And Fate always visually looks great. Same studio. So.
Yeah. I do understand. Yeah, I think the visuals are probably carrying it a little bit. That's understandable.
I don't think the writing's bad. I
But
just think it's middling.
yeah, I see it as kind of like a collection of like short stories of interesting and very different little characters, and then it's kind of held together by this framework of a guy gaining power and doing cool fights, and that's fine.
I feel like if you put it in the perspective of like each arc is almost like a short story. I respect that.
Yeah, that's kind of how I see it.
I think that's a good way to like look at it, though. To be honest, because
Yeah.
I always think it's like, oh, it's a shonen. It's supposed to be one big collective thing. But I kind of like your outlook, because your outlook definitely I feel like would make it feel like a little like more understandable as to why there's constraints in certain parts.
Exactly. I like that each arc is very different, explores relationships with different characters, and has some sort of cool demon with a big flashy fight, and it's pretty fun and exciting. Like they really carry like the drama and the pacing of the fight pretty cool. It's like a really epic feeling. Yeah.
I could totally respect that. Yeah, no, because that makes sense to me. It's just, I guess that's my problems with it. But that's why I'm glad to hear like another perspective.
Yeah.
I think like when I see another perspective, right, opens my eyes up to something maybe I didn't see before.
Definitely.
That's why I feel like just saying, "Oh, your opinion is shit," is such a bad argument, because it's like,
you're
not really helping a person by saying that. Like,
no,
maybe you could change. Maybe you could make them think something they wouldn't have thought otherwise.
Exactly.
Your opinions genuinely can help.
And I appreciate hearing yours too. Yeah.
I like it. That opened my eyes to something I didn't personally think about before. And you know, all you could have said was, "Your opinion sucks," and we could have got nowhere.
Also, though, I'm sure we can all agree, Lightning Guy sucks ass.
Oh, I don't think anybody likes SpongeBob.
At least,
That's-
okay, he really sucks at the start.
like-
He gets a bit better. He gets a little bit better, but still bad.
I remember-
No, it's boring.
Yeah, he's just. He's
I've
an
only watched like
archetype
2 seasons.
He
an
does get
archetype
slightly
I
better.
Don't care for. Just super whiny guy. He
Oh,
needs to
yeah.
be asleep.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't care if a character's a scaredy cat, but they gotta be like Luigi. It's gotta be entertaining.
He's got to like learn something. Like the thing is, he's like pretty the same for like the first 3 seasons, and then he gets like a tiny bit better and less annoying. Mostly because they use him a little less, I think.
And that's the thing. I'm not the biggest Deku guy, but at least Deku like slowly learns as My Hero goes on. Like,
Yeah.
respect that.
You gotta have
Dude,
that.
Blonde guy doesn't. He doesn't do shit. He doesn't learn at all.
Shut the fuck up.
Like you said, it's
Yeah.
like very late. You know.
Yeah, and
I
then
still hate the main character.
I don't
Oh,
I don't know if I'd hate him, but
You know, if you hate the main character, Shatter, I got a video for you in return.
I just hate that this whole thing is, I'm so perfect and good. No, you have flaws. You're a human. Shut the fuck up.
Have
That's
you ever seen
fair.
the Meat Canyon video
What
of
the
him?
I have not
haven't.
seen this.
All right, here you go. Here you go, Shatter. You hate the main character so much. This is when Shatter talks about how he sees the MC. This is how I think he sees it. All right, is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Oh my word, sister. You smell so good.
Oh.
My sweaty little princess.
Oh.
Tanjiro! I finally caught you! My.
My.
I smell a demon. Tanjiro, I've come for your sister. The state has declared you are not fit to take care of her anymore. This is my sister. I'll do anything for her. Help me. I hear her. Where are you? Where is she? I can smell a lot of things on you, detective.
Oh boy.
But confidence isn't one of them. Help me. Help me, please. Help me. You smell like a demon. Oh my God. I can smell every sin you've ever made. What did you do to this poor girl?
Oh
Help
my
me,
God.
Please, I need help. Oh my God.
Please.
Tragic. This demon probably had a normal life before being turned into such a vile creature. Jerry from the Office of Child Services in Billings, Montana. Wow. These demons are so clever with their disguises. At least Jerry the demon is resting peacefully now.
Jesus.
Someone out there, please help me. Oh, Nezuko. I'll always be here to help you. Someone help me. No.
No.
Smell you all day.
Get off me.
My sweet sister.
Leave me alone.
Smells like family.
Kill me. Kill me. Kill me.
Oh my God.
There you go. That's what I think of when you talk
Thank you.
about him.
That's great.
No, I beef with any main character that acts too perfect.
That's understandable.
Can you name your top 5 for me, or at least 5 that you can think of?
Oh, shit, I don't watch TV.
All right. Hey, you said you don't like characters who think they're perfect. I wanna hear some of the ones you think.
All the characters from shows I watch aren't perfect.
Okay, but you don't like the Demon Slayer guy. There's got to be more.
Well, I guess that depends, right? Because, like, if we're talking shonen, even, or I guess more action, because I watch mostly romance stuff, and that's completely different.
Yeah.
I mean, even Fate Stay Night, Shiryu has lots of problems, like you just mentioned,
Oh,
his
yeah.
ideas, that he's not perfect in the slightest.
Oh yeah, no.
True.
And he's very self-aware of it, which I like. I like that. You know?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I
Real
think-
characters have flaws, you know, it's gotta be something.
I just hate how he's so like, oh my god, he's so lovable, he's so relatable, he's like the perfect person. Oh my goodness.
It's funny that it never really occurred to me, because, like, I don't know, for some reason I never thought about that. Usually I hate that kind of stuff, too, but...
I guess a lot of other characters do kind of dick ride him when I think about it. I've never thought about that either.
Kinda.
But now that you say
He
it,
also gets beat to shit, though. I mean, the guy is,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
on his deathbed at the end of every fight.
That's the other thing. They make all the other people around him seem worse, so he can look like the best person ever. They're always beefing with him for some random thing that he gets to morally grandstand.
I guess so.
I mean, hey, look how he killed Jerry from, Child Protective Services. That was fucked up.
Yeah.
Every character's like, you're such a demon, I hate you, and he's like, she's not a demon, she's a person, you're not seeing right, oh, you're in trouble here, I'll always be selfless, oh, you're hungry here, have my lunch, oh, need me to do this job for you, I'll do it.
Doesn't like good people.
You know,
Okay,
it's
he's
kind of...
too good.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny because, yeah, you're saying all this about him. I was kind of thinking a lot of those things about the main character from Fate, though. Like, I know you're saying he has flaws, but for some reason, I don't know, the guy from... I don't know. I feel kind of the opposite, weirdly.
That's funny.
No,
I do like Shiro more, but I like where this is going. I like this conversation.
Well, see, the thing is, Shiro puts him like he's selfless too in many ways. There's even in the first show that they have,
Yeah.
One of the big things is he takes like a whole hook in his arm with the assassin girl for Rin and all that.
Oh,
or was that the Rin show? I forget. I watched too many.
No, I think that was the Fate route. That was the
Okay.
I didn't see that one.
And that girl was trying to kill him, and even then he's like, "I'll take a hook in the arm for you, whatever." So, he's a little unrealistically selfish sometimes, but he was raised to be like heroic and stuff, but he still has
He's for like the most boring kind of standard anime protagonist kind of trope thing. I don't know, like but he was okay, but he had a lot of those qualities.
His depth is a lot. I will intervene for this. His depth
Sure.
is a lot better in the visual novel. But the problem is like that's the visual novel. Not everybody's gonna read that. So of course you're gonna base them off like the anime adaptation.
Yeah.
And I think in that regard they didn't do too well. I will say. Because
Yeah.
Shiro does kind of feel one-dimensional a lot, whereas in the visual novel, he is he's good, but it's almost a guise for his own self-doubts. Because in reality, he's actually a pretty selfish guy. He does what he wants haphazardly. Doesn't think about anybody else in that regard. He'll just go out and fight somebody and just not think about oh, I'm being a literal burden by fighting for my servant when she's a fucking servant.
Yeah.
Or the whole thing with protecting Sakura. Sakura's this mass murderer who, arguably deserved to die, but he's like, no, I love her, so she's not going to die. And there's a lot of problems with that too. Obviously, you're not a very good person if you're gonna let a horrible person like that live just because she was nice to you. So
I think what helped win me over a little bit with the Demon Hunter guy, Demon Slayer, is that he had this whole training arc. I feel like he kind of earns a fair number. He kind of earned some of his qualities through that. I think that helps, but I don't know.
Yeah, and that's another problem of trying to adapt.
He was on screen, he pissed me.
I feel like that's another problem of adapting a visual novel. I mean, Rin feels pretty one-dimensional in her own route in the anime.
Yeah.
And it's sad because she's a really good character in the visual novel, but again, it's one of those things where the anime adaptations seem to do her better in things that aren't her own arc, funny enough.
Yeah, I thought she was just okay.
But, so, I like Shiro, but I can wholeheartedly agree. If it's just the anime version of Shiro, it's not the best. It really isn't. But I'm also coming from a biased standpoint of actually, reading that. So
yeah,
that's where you have to consider that for me is my opinion isn't as it's different from your guys only because mine is bias,
Sure.
So you guys are looking purely at just the anime perspective. So maybe I'm not too helpful in this conversation. Is what I'm trying to say. But
I don't know.
Purely based on the fact I watched seasons and my wife kept watching and I was like that dad that kind of watches and comes out of his room to watch every now and then. Standing up watching TV for the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Every time I'd look at him, wherever my wife was in the show, he would just piss me off the same as when I started and fell out of it.
Yeah,
he
Yeah.
fair
just
enough.
somehow finds a way to just become more. Oh, I'm so goody two shoes.
And I will say, by the way, I hope it didn't come off as like I know more because I read the visual novel.
You're
I'm not
fine.
saying
Don't
that
worry.
How dare you?
because I
Talking
wasn't.
down to me.
No, because I was wording it the wrong way. Because like what I meant about that
Yeah.
was like because I read the visual novel, I have like a more skewed perception
No,
than your
you
guys
do. That's
in
perfectly
that
fair.
regard.
You've seen
You
more of the
know?
material than I have, so that's perfectly
We have no
understandable.
right to talk. We've been invalidated.
Yeah, we gotta shut
That's
up now. We're done.
Yeah, but that's not how I meant it though. I meant it like
We know what you
in the
mean. It's all good. It's all
in the
good.
conversation purely of the visual novel of the
Yes.
anime, my perception's skewed because I've read the visual
Yeah,
novel.
no.
That's what I meant. You know?
You're good,
So
man.
We
like
have
that's
no
what I'm saying.
foot in this race,
My
brother.
opinion might not matter is like in the grand scheme of comparing them to, only because I have like that, you know.
Sure.
But if you're going solely off anime, it's like yeah, like absolutely, I think that's a very fair, kind of even argument because neither of them are adapted. They're not adapted very well in their own series, I'd say, in the anime adaptations. You know, who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe Demon Slayer manga does them better. I can't say.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
have
sure
no
about
idea.
that, but
At the end of the day, though, he's not even the best character in the show because Boarhead guy's there. He should be
oh
main
yeah,
character.
He has the most screen time, so that is my bias.
Yeah,
If I have to stare at him for that long, can't just like be a human being. He has to be
yeah, yeah.
I
I'm gonna
getcha.
get him.
I get that. I totally get that. He's the character you're supposed to, you know, he's the main character for a reason. He's the character that you're essentially supposed to be, you know, bonding with the most in that regard. You know,
Yeah,
it's always going to be from his perspective more than anyone else. It's always going to be him more than anyone else. So like, you're supposed to like the main. If you don't like the main character, I feel like that's a hard sell.
yeah.
And
I do like him. I'm not gonna say I think he's okay. He's better than a lot of like kind of characters in that role in those kind of shows. I think.
yeah, I think it's like here if we had
All
to
right, start name dropping. Let's start beef.
I can't think of
well,
anything right now.
if I like, here's the thing: if I had to say all of our opinions, Shatter's pure hatred. I'm
Nah,
indifferent, and you like him to a degree. You
yeah,
know,
pretty much.
that's the best way to put it. And when it comes to Shiro, I like him, but I also have the unfair. I read the visual novel thing, so
Yeah, and then
I
I guess
really,
I'm indifferent.
yeah. And then Shatter, I don't know. He probably likes him.
I think I'd like it more if all those like master people, whatever you call them, like the best of the best,
Yeah,
weren't all very annoying. Like they feel like one-off, just personalities.
Yeah, that's my problem with Mugen
that's
Train.
fair.
Why? That's the thing. Yeah, I can agree with that. Cause like Rengoku, we're supposed to feel bad that he died, but I'm like, I only really knew you this arc, and you really didn't do much to like make me care about you at the same time.
I find him really charming though. He won me
He is
over. He's
charming.
silly.
He's silly. I like that. I wish I knew him a little more to care about his death. You know?
Yeah.
Like I like
That's again where I kind of see it as the short story kind of thing though, because it's like we don't know anything about these characters. They're just generally in the world, and then each arc is like you learn a bunch about this one character. You learn a bunch about this demon. Both die or go away, and then the main characters fight a bunch. That's kind of
Why does
like
the main character always have to be like the most goodiest two
I know, and that is super annoying. I'm so tired of that kind of trope in general. It's
Oh my
just
god!
that
Like,
is.
I'm a
the problem.
young 21-year-old guy with black hair, and everyone loves me, and I'm gonna fight a bunch and always win. And there I am.
like the one note
Yeah.
characters could have like a little more investment at
You
least.
just.
So
Yeah,
I was gonna say you just explained the One Piece pro tag. Good for you.
it's generally I'm super tired of that trope so hard. We
You know what?
need different main characters.
I have to say, I think that's a problem with modern shonen. Modern shonen
Yeah,
has that problem. Because if you go back to 90s shonen or 80s shonen, every protag was a little bit different.
yeah,
Goku has some fairly selfish traits, you know? He's
Yeah,
a good person, but he's
that's a good
also
example.
Kind of
It's like when he was raising his kid and you want him to fight and he didn't want to fight. That's like a perfect personality that shows, that
yeah,
he's not always gonna do the goody two shoe thing. He had a problem and then he learned to deal with it.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and even though Gohan ultimately, like his son, at first, he was just put into battle, with really no choice, because they're like, oh, he has the most potential, and eventually Gohan accepted it, but when it finally culminated against like the major villain Cell, that's when he was like, I really don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to do this. This was never supposed to be my life, right? And
yeah,
that's Goku's fault as a father.
yeah.
Even though Goku has so much confidence in his own son. He loves his son so much
Mhm.
that he doesn't realize that's not what his son wants. He's like, my son could be
Yeah.
the best, and he's like, okay, but does your son want to be the best? You know,
Yeah.
like
And
he's a
Goku
good
is a
father,
great
but
character. He has interesting flaws, and he's different from other main characters. He's good.
he's a good person with good intentions. But that doesn't mean he's always going to make the right choice. You
Yeah.
know?
And that's all I want for the Demon Slayer. Oh my
Yeah.
fuck, I
Yeah.
hate him.
Understandable.
I'm beefing. I don't know why I'm
I'm
beefing about a
beefing.
guy I don't even watch on a show. I tweeted out a while ago.
Dude, you just saw him kill Jerry from Child Protective Services, and that pushed you over the edge. I know.
Yeah.
I just can't. Because I keep trying to think of other characters, and the more I think about it from other shows I watch, the more I'm like, God, is there any time this guy was like an asshole or annoying, like in the wrong?
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
fuck. You're supposed
Even,
to root for him every single time?
Hey, you know,
Yeah, I
even
kinda
video
get
game
it.
characters.
I
You know,
kinda
look
get
at
it.
Sonic. Sonic is not. Sonic's kind of an asshole, pretty consistently, right?
I'm trying to think what
But
kind of flaw they could give him. Like what would it be that they could put onto
I
him
don't think you
now?
can at this point. All the girls love him, all the guys love him, all his enemies love him.
his
He's the most
niceness,
fucking
yeah,
lovable guy.
his niceness would have to be taken advantage of, but because everybody dick rides him,
Yeah.
there's really not an opportunity for that, you know?
Yeah, that'd be the thing. He had to be too nice, probably.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
like, I think of JoJo too. You know, JoJo characters have a lot of flaws. You know, their main
Oh,
character,
yeah.
like Jotaro's very stoic and silent. Doesn't really want to share his own feelings, and that absolutely destroys his relationship with like characters later down the line. I won't spoil, but like,
Yeah.
it's not that he's a bad person. It's just, you know, he just has kind of a very stoic personality that just makes him seem very unlikable to certain people, you
Yeah.
know, within the show.
All
They're
I'm
just like, I
gonna
don't like this
say,
guy.
he's a little too happy for a man that had his like whole family butchered. Basically.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, that's
A
fair.
little too happy.
Yeah.
He should like have at least. He should at least be like kill hungry with demons and shit. He's always, even in the demons, he's always nice to them. I'll give you a
Yeah.
merciful death because of your backstory that I randomly just saw. Fuck.
I kind of like that element, but I do agree that
Uh,
there should be something else there where, like, I don't know.
at least for the first few demons, be so blinded by your hatred of him, you just start killing and like torturing him. I don't.
Yeah, maybe he has to learn to love them or something, to learn to accept
Yeah.
their pasts. Yeah.
He was so willing to forgive, and it's like, bro, your family got eaten. You didn't even do anything.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree
All these
with that.
people are like nihilist or like worse, all depressed ass. Even the first guy he meets, that guy's like, "I'll kill myself if you fail me," and he's always so sad all the time. All these people depressed at the state of the world, and this guy's, "Oh, I'm so hopeful.
Yeah.
I'm so happy."
People do become kind
Yeah.
of obsessed with them quickly, don't they? Trying to.
Yeah, which
I'm
does
seeing
feel
that.
kind of uncharacteristic, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, even
He's just like some
Hero-
farm boy like who happens to be skilled with the sword.
Yeah.
Well, okay, no, that's not
Hero,
totally
like-
fair. He did train a bunch, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, and he can randomly remember a fucking dancing technique from his father when he's about to die from the spider movie. Fuck.
Oh yeah, that part was a little eh. Yeah, yeah.
I need a way to bail me out. Father, let me somehow memorize all your steps.
Yeah, it's a little silly.
I do remember that. Yeah. I mean, like even Shiro, something a visual novel goes over a lot, which again the anime doesn't really. So in terms of anime versus Shiro, like I can't give him this excuse, but like think of visual novel version of Shiro. Even he has some really morbid thoughts sometimes, and he thinks back and he's like, "Why did I even think that? Like, why did I?" There's a part where he just considers like choking out Sakura because she knows how bad she is, and he's like, "But I'm in love with this woman. Why would I want to kill her like that?" You know? So he definitely has moments where he thinks some pretty fucked up things, and
Well,
then he immediately feels bad about it. You know?
Hmm.
Well, Demon Slayer guy would be like, choke me instead, please. Take all your anger out.
Yeah. I don't know. I do feel bad. I don't want to. Anytime I bring up that, I don't want to come off like I'm like I know the
Okay.
visual novel. You know?
I'm
I-
sorry.
You're fine.
Are you mansplaining me? Are you mansplaining?
Mansplaining.
I'm gonna call the
I don't
manager.
know. Kieran would be honest. Kieran, did I come off that way?
No, you're fine. Don't worry about
Okay.
I despise every being you've ever had. Every
Yeah, that's why I
characteristic.
can't ask him. He would just want my downfall regardless.
it.
Well, we need to think about someone other than Demon Man, or else I'm just gonna spend the remainder of this saying how much I hate him.
I think we're having an
I
interesting
mean,
discussion about it, though. There is a lot to dissect on it.
Oh, I'll fucking
Superman.
dissect him. Trust me.
I mean, I know a lot of people's interpretation of Superman usually is just goody two shoes.
Yeah,
You know?
but that's not fair, and I think a lot of people are starting to realize that. I'm seeing a lot more love for Superman since that movie and stuff.
He was
Yeah.
kind of set up to fail because his whole thing is I'm invincible unless there's a green rock or some other random
Yeah, or I'm not
He
near the
was set
sun.
up to fail.
thing.
I just love that. I don't know.
Like, you're meant to love him, and because you're meant to love him, you actually grow a hatred of him because of that.
Yeah, that's definitely a phenomenon that happens sometimes. Yeah.
A lot of. Well, what about like
That's Demon Slayer guy right now fighting.
Yeah.
You're
I mean, that
meant to
dude-
love him.
Hey, that dude from that anime we had to watch that one time. You know, the one with the funny CGI characters was kind of like that.
What? What is this one?
Oh, you know what I'm talking about, Shatter. The one we had to watch.
The
The Four
vampire
Horsemen
one?
of John. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Everybody
Oh,
just
fuck
kind of loved him for no reason.
Oh my, he was so annoying.
And then, like, he actively was making. I think what pissed me off about him is he's actively making really bad choices, but everybody accepts him and says he's good anyway.
Yeah,
Like, the
that's
writers
bad
basically
writing.
telling him, he's a good guy for doing this, and it's like he's risking the lives of like all these people he's like became friends with, like these soldiers.
Yeah.
All because his boyfriend's a vampire and he doesn't want his boyfriend to die.
Okay,
I-
that's straight up bad writing. Yeah, that does not sound
I
good.
completely tuned out of that show early on because they had a whole thing where basically I forget how it works, but you have to like master your weapon or something. I think it's like a demon weapon or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to like be worthy to be its master or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Same idea. And they say if you do this trial, there's a chance you can die and like become a demon or whatever and lose your sanity.
Yeah.
And so his best friend tries it, and he succeeds, this girl succeeds, and the friend doesn't. So they're like, oh no, he's gonna die, and he's like, sorry, there's no way to save him. And then they just ass pull a way to save him, and I'm like, no, he should be dead.
Yeah. They're like, if we all work together with the power of friendship, we can save him. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what they do.
And I'm like, nah, kill him, have stakes. Like, fuck, own up to your lore you just built. They're like, no one's ever survived this before. Oh, yeah, sure, this random blonde-ass boy, yeah, okay.
Well, it's just like, remember the pills? They were like, these are adrenaline pills. If you take too many of them, you will die. And then, like, the MC starts taking these adrenaline pills to stay in the fight of this, like, big war arc. And, like, his eyes start to get bloodshot, and, like, they think he's having a heart attack.
Whoa.
And they're like, oh my god, he's dying. The thing is happening that they warned us about. And then he's just like, no, I'm okay. I have willpower.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
simply built different.
I know we set up consequences for this, so like, and everyone talked about it for a while, but I'm fine. Don't worry.
Yeah,
It's all
he
good.
literally he willpowers his way out of having basically a heart attack, and then he's fine for the rest of the arc.
No consequences. Nothing comes of it.
I
No,
make fun of that
nothing.
all the time for Sword Art Online. Lotus would
Yep.
always hate me for it. I couldn't believe it. Oh my goodness.
What
Like,
was
I
this
don't know,
vampire
man.
show you're talking about?
Awari no Seraph.
Oh, okay.
Or no shit.
I know somebody who infamously said something about the two main characters, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, base me.
But yeah, that part, I think, was the part that got me the most, because they set up the stakes of doing this. It's kind of like the Kaioken in Dragon Ball, where Goku was literally breaking his body, and you could see it. Remember against Vegeta, his body
Yeah.
got all fucked up from using the Kaioken. He couldn't move anymore.
Yeah.
And then, but in this, it's just like, he's basically doing the same thing, and then like, no, he willpowers himself to just be okay. And it's like, that's not realistic. I don't
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
lame.
I mean, so many shows do that. Oh,
Yeah.
this is risky. Don't do this. I'm built different. It's okay.
Yeah,
That does
I mean,
happen a lot in anime, doesn't it? Not a fan.
Nothing will piss me off now. Obviously, this is context of like a show that you guys never will ever like watch this far, and thank God for that, because I'm happy you won't. That pisses me off a lot with One Piece, because the main character does that a lot. He does. There's a fight where they literally tell him, like, this dude is 100 times stronger than you. There's no way you could beat him. And then the guy keeps kicking his ass, and he just keeps getting back up. And do you know how he wins the fight? Because the bad guy runs out of stamina, because he keeps getting back up.
I think there's something
And
to
I
be
hate
said
that.
for that. I'm not 100% against that. It depends. It really does depend.
I don't like it because they set up stakes of how much stronger he was, and then he just uses the power of will. He just willpowers himself to keep
It's
getting
like,
back up after this guy does all these ridiculous attacks on him. He can't even land a punch, and this
Yeah.
dude keeps just dogging on him, and he's just like, "Nope, I'm getting back up." And then even the villain's like, "Dude, how are you getting back up? I literally just hit you with like the most powerful fucking thing ever." And then he's like, "Because I believe in my friends."
it's like
And
the
then
Family Guy skit of the Mike Tyson fighting with that old lady.
yeah, I don't like that. I just feel like for me that's lazy writing. You couldn't find a way for him to use strategy to win, so you said, "Let me just keep getting him beat and back up," you know, like a rock'em sock'em, you know. And I don't
Yeah.
know. I just don't like that.
Okay. I'm yeah. I'm mixed on it. I'm not gonna fully agree either way because like they use that to good effect in something like what's the anime we're watching right now? It's a Free Ren, the
Yeah,
red haired guy. That's kind of like part of his thing is like, as long as I keep getting my ass back up, I can figure out a way to
but
win. I can tire them out, and I
it
like that. It's used well there.
at least the thing with Stark is Stark's actually
Stark, what's his name?
incredibly powerful, but he
Yeah,
just is so in his head and so unconfident. He has
yeah,
no confidence, right?
yeah,
Because when he fights that dragon, he's a scaredy cat. Oh, I don't want to fight him. I'm scared. And
yeah,
then he locks in and kills him with ease. Like,
yeah,
he actually is very powerful. He's stronger than most of his opponents. It's just a mental game for him. He's
yeah,
horrified of just these people. He's just horrified of failure, right?
yeah,
And the thing is, if he locks in, he doesn't have failure. Luffy, it's just like there's no reason he should win. He is literally 100 to 1 in this battle. He keeps
yeah.
getting his ass kicked, and yet he gets back up.
He's
And
he's
that's
like
what
made of
frustrates
rubber
me.
though, right? To be
Yeah, but
fair.
by this point, they introduce hockey, which nullifies his rubber
Oh,
abilities.
of course they do
So
something like that. He has kryptonite.
he feels all the pain like a normal human because he's basically getting punched by giant iron fists repeatedly. And this
Yeah.
guy also has a very similar power to him. He has like mochi, so he can stretch his body just like rubber and shit, you know.
What's the
So he's like a
difference?
carb. He can make mochi.
Okay.
They don't go
He's
into
edible. He
really.
tastes nice. Yeah.
They don't go into detail. Yeah, they just say he's made of mochi.
That's so
But
silly.
he just beats Luffy's ass consistently, and then eventually the main villain's just like, "This is literally what happens." He goes, "You know what? I'm tired. Just get out of here. Just go." He's like, "Okay," and he leaves. That's the fight, and I'm like, wow, that's the most anticlimactic fucking battle of all time. You know, I don't know. I think of
That's
JoJo,
silly.
where Joseph Joestar's fighting a literal god, and he doesn't just keep getting back up. If this god does one little hit on him, he feels it, and it's immensely powerful.
Yeah.
So what does Joseph do? Joseph has to use strategy. He has to use his
Yeah.
environment around him to defeat the
I
god,
mean,
because he
yeah,
can't
9 times out of
fight
10, that's
head
gonna be the more
on.
fun way to do it for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's why I just like that writing more. I feel like it's just
Yeah.
a lot more because you really have to think, how can this vastly weaker character defeat this overpowered being, right?
Yeah.
And I just feel like it involves more creativity. It's easy to just write like, oh, he gets hit, he gets back up because he has willpower and he believes in himself. It
Yeah.
just pisses me off. For a show that says I'm based on Dragon Ball, I've never once seen Goku just get back up because he believed in himself. I've seen him literally give up when he was like, "Yeah, my body doesn't work anymore, guys. Just like I'm fucked," and he was just gonna accept death against Vegeta. I'd rather you have that.
Yeah.
At least that's realistic. He's
That's
like, "I
fair.
did all I could,"
That's
you know.
fair.
But I don't know. That's just me rambling about shonen and modern shonen because I feel like modern shonen loves to just kind of overhype their MCs, that their MCs can do
Yeah.
anything and get away with anything. They can overcome any odd, and it's like they
Yeah.
don't need help from their allies. They don't need, they don't need to use any kind of strategy.
That really
They
is
can
peak
just,
lazy writing.
yeah, they can
Yeah.
just unga bunga until the writer says, "Hey, you know what? Okay, we've got like 20 chapters out of this. You won. You're out of
Yeah.
here." And to One Piece's credit, wasn't always like that. There was fights very early on where Luffy had to use the environment around him. He fights a sand guy, and he can't punch him. So what's he do? He starts literally carrying a backpack of water, and he has to douse himself in water just to make the guy muddy so he can get hits on him.
I
And I'm
like
like,
that.
where did that writing go? He just got
Yeah.
lazier as the show got on, you know?
Probably did. I mean, God, 1,000 chapters.
Yeah. He could have
Crazy.
found unique ways to beat the Mochi guy, but he just said, that's easier. I like that more.
Yeah.
I like I, I like the lack of effort route. And everybody, One Piece fans don't care because they're just gassing up Luffy. They're like, he's so goated, and it's like, yeah, okay, man, but like, where's the logic behind that? There's none. At least don't say that this guy is undefeatable and he's like the strongest thing ever, just to have Luffy beat him. Then, it's
Yeah.
just stupid to me. And then, like I told you, the very next arc, Luffy dies to the main villain because this villain's really strong.
Yeah.
And that's when you find out that Luffy this whole time was a god. And
Yeah.
if he died at any moment in the series, he would have been resurrected and been super OP.
Yeah.
And that, to me, is also an ass pull. Because it's just like, okay, so he could have died at any point in this series and just been the strongest character, essentially. It's
Yeah.
not like Goku could have died at any point and became Super Saiyan. He had to earn that strength to get to that point. He wouldn't have became Super Saiyan against Frieza if he didn't train to the point he did. And even if he did get angry enough to become Super Saiyan, he wouldn't have been strong enough because Super Saiyan's 50 times multiplier
Mhm.
of your current strength. So he would have just got Super Saiyan and got destroyed anyway because it's like, well, cool. You're 50 times stronger than you used to be. I'm still like a million times stronger than you. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like lazy writing like that. I don't like when it's just ass pull after ass pull carries your series.
Yeah. I think once in a while an ass pull can be excusable when it's done decently
Yeah.
and like works. But yeah, if it really is one after another like that, then it's like, oof, that's
I can
rough.
understand criticism of like an ass pull.
Yeah.
Right? I can understand if it's like a one-off thing and you're like, I didn't really like that. But the rest of it, it's so minute in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah,
You
they
can
they
pause
kind of make it
whatever
work.
takes
It's
the rest of
fine.
it's done.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. But when it's one after another,
Yeah,
it's
that's
piling
that
up.
screams of laziness.
Yeah. And that's why what I'm trying to say is, for once in my life, Chatter, I'll agree with you. Not once in my life, but I like to make it out like we never agree. It adds up. It adds to the rivalry. I
Yeah.
understand what Shatter's saying. I don't think characters like that are fun. They're just not fun because regardless, the plot is going to, even if it's not creative, they're just gonna find a way to let them win. And
Yeah.
at that point, if I know they're just gonna let them win, even by the stupidest way possible, why am I reading?
Yeah,
What's the
that's
point?
understandable. It's sad.
Unless it's a comedy. If it's a comedy, I can embrace it. Like One
Yeah.
Punch Man. Okay, cool. I
Oh
get it.
yeah.
It's supposed to make me laugh. I can embrace that. I don't care that
Yeah.
Saitama pulls things out of his ass. I don't care
And
that Bobobo.
he's actually a well-written character. He has
Yeah,
flaws.
he
He's
is.
apathetic and he's yeah,
Yes. He's actually a very well done character.
he
I
is.
I love the idea of him that he actually wants to lose, and he's
Yeah.
so depressed because he cannot find a worthy opponent.
I
I think
love
that's
that.
hilarious.
It's really good.
It's very ironic, and I like that, because he's the strongest thing ever. You think he'd love to be, because average person,
Yeah.
average character, like, loves to get stronger and stuff, and his thing is like,
But
he doesn't
because
really wanna get
he
stronger.
didn't really earn it, it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, most characters in, like, shows like that want to get stronger, and he's like, I don't really want to get stronger, I just want to have a challenge.
Yeah.
Getting stronger means I'm further away from a challenge,
Yeah, if anything, he wants to be weaker. Yeah.
Exactly, and I love that about him.
Super fun.
Same with characters like Bobobo. I don't know if you ever watched Bobobo. That's another
I
like.
have not.
old
I've heard of
school-
it.
It's beautiful, great shonen. I really like it. But Bobobo's whole thing is it's a comedy more than a shonen, but it's still it's like a comedy shonen.
Yeah.
But his whole thing is he ass pulls. He basically has like he can do anything like a Family Guy character could, and he always finds a way to make it funny. So even though he's going to win against the villain, it's like, okay, what ridiculously stupid thing is he going to do to win?
Yeah.
Like one time he's fighting a dude who's like, what did they say? He's like the 5th cousin of Medusa or something, and therefore he has Medusa's powers. And he turns one of the characters to stone, and then he goes to turn Bobobo into stone, and Bobobo instead just turns into a carrot. And it makes no sense.
I think I've seen the picture of that.
Hilarious.
I think I've seen
Yeah.
that. Oh, I love it.
And even the main character, the villain, is like, what the fuck? That's not how my power works. What are you doing?
What are
And
you
he's like, oh, you
doing?
turned me into a carrot. He's like, let me try it again. And he turns into a cabbage, like... Bobobo is the ultimate, like, school ground kid. Like, when you played at recess, you played superpowers.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, you didn't hit me. It's him.
I love it.
But it's funny, because it's played for laugh,
Yeah.
So, I feel like it could be done right if it's played
Definitely.
a certain way.
Yeah.
But that's very rare compared to the immense amount. I mean,
Yeah, I
Schneider
think you're
was saying
right.
before Kirito. Kirito's a great example of that. Kirito just wins. Remember
Yeah.
when Elfheim, he's fighting the dude that like controls the entire game, but he really wants his girlfriend back, so he just kind of is like, nope, I overwrote the game, dipshit. Now I control the Xbox.
Yeah.
I remember the movie where he somehow outmaneuvers like some jutsu motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
At the start of the movie, he's like, I'm out of shape. I've been doing too much VR. I can't keep up. And then at the end, he just somehow beats the ass of this actually trained martial artist, like athlete guy with a fucking eight-pack shredded. Because I'm a gamer.
I'm a gamer.
What if,
just...
What about, did you watch season 3, Shatter?
I think I did. I remember complaining a lot and then quitting before they... The last thing I remember is when his sister got into that gun world thing and then she got fucking sexually assaulted by tentacles and I'm like, alright, I'm over this.
Oh,
or it was
yeah.
like, yeah. And it wasn't tentacles, it was like a spike ivy tree or whatever. The girl's being really weird.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I think, like, that irritated me, but it's really funny because there's a portion where he fights a guy outside of... He fights a guy in the real world, right? And this dude has a knife, and he's, like, literally going to kill Kirito. And then he's like, don't worry, I can use my gamer skills in real life to outmaneuver a gangly man with a fucking knife, you know? This dude has like, literally, like an army knife. And he's just like, I will use my gamer powers to use this umbrella to poke him in the eye, and I will be okay. And it's like, hello? Bro, you are literally like a 15-year-old boy versus like a 30-year-old man with an army knife. I find it hard to believe you win that battle because you have an umbrella. I wouldn't win that fight, okay? Don't believe you are because you're a fucking gamer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's our little Kirito. As soon as she'd be dead, change my mind. She died. There's no excuse. They don't even explain how she survives.
By the power of love.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sorry, the
Greatest
servers
power
goes
of
down before we
all.
could fry your brain, even though the whole point is it fries your brain immediately. But yeah.
Yeah, they actually created that rule too. They were like, yeah, it happens instant. It doesn't matter instantaneously. Because he was like, I put something within these within the, it wasn't even about like the game, right? It was like, oh, I put something within the helmets themselves that once you die, it's recognized and you just are fried. So it's like, what do you mean the server shut down, bro? You're telling me the pod didn't notice that shit? Come on, that's lies.
I want to talk a bit about ass pulls because like this isn't an anime, but I just watched Alien Earth recently. So spoilers for Alien Earth.
Oh, the new Alien.
Yeah, the new Alien show. Yeah, it's okay. It has decent parts, but the thing is, so the main characters are mostly comprised of children whose brains have been transferred into androids, and that's like part of the whole thing, and one of them miraculously, for no explained reason, gains the superpower to touch technology and then be able to rewrite its code and do whatever the fuck she wants with it. And the final episode, they amp this power up to an insane degree for no reason, just so they can do this thing where it's like, ooh, it's like they're haunting the kids are haunting this big tower by hacking all the technology and having like their spooky voices talk to people, and it's insanity. And then she gets the ability, like it gets even stronger, and she can like touch an android and freeze them so they can't move and do this and that, and it's so aggravating. It's no explanation.
Immediately.
Do they
fight an alien, and do they use that to beat the alien?
No, weirdly. She learns to speak the alien's language and recruits one as her friend and uses that to help assassinate the people who have been trapped in this building.
What? I just paused the game. I'm sorry. What?
It's a weird show.
You recruit the alien? Yeah, hold up. Hold up, guys. I'm gonna talk to Jason Voorhees. Don't worry. I'm gonna talk this man down. She Naruto'd a fucking alien.
I didn't super hate that part because she kind of talks to it as it's a baby and like gains its trust, so it's like okay.
At least it's like an
yeah,
infant,
yeah.
You know, like a baby Metroid. You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
That.
It's acceptable. That part's okay, but it's the technology magic bullshit where you can just hack everything and blah blah blah. Yeah. Hate that.
Man, that almost threw me for a whirl. At least it was
yeah.
I thought that was a grown-ass alien.
Nah.
Talked off a fucking cliff, you know?
It's
like,
an insane show.
About Naruto beats all his main villains by using talk no jutsu. That's what I thought this was.
Talk no jutsu, I like that.
Yeah, because Naruto, one big criticism about the Naruto series is he fights all these horrible villains that commit genocide and everything else. And
Yeah.
then by the end of the arc, he's just like, let's stop fighting. I know you're a good person deep down. And then they're like, they have a backstory moment. And they're like, you know what, Naruto, you're right. I'm going to stop fighting. And this happens more than once. There's a villain that's hyped up the entire series and they show he has a torture chamber. He tortures children. He
Mm-hmm.
does implied worse to children, which, you know.
Mm.
And then Naruto talks him down, basically, and then befriends him. And then everybody in the village who hated him is just okay with it, because they're like, you know what? Naruto said he's cool, so it's fine.
Well, if Naruto said that's fine.
Yeah, like, he's kidnapped multiple children from this village. Like, these people will never see their kids again. And they're like, it's fine. Naruto said he's chill now.
That's wild.
It's like, fuck no, I wouldn't believe that. You could see that shit in real life, because I can't, you know?
Crazy.
It's a little ridiculous, yeah. So a lot of people like to make memes of Naruto using talk no jutsu on villains from other anime, and then just him getting fucking murdered because it wouldn't work, you know?
Oh, there's
Like,
there's some other character people are memeing on for that same sort of thing where it's like, oh, that's right, Steven Universe. They have him like talk down Hitler or Thanos or anyone else. I love that.
What? Remember Robotnik? Fuck Steven
Universe.
Yeah, there was one where he like tries to talk down Kid Buu, and you know Kid Buu just will blow up a planet without a thought because that's what he is. You know, he's a mindless monster.
Yeah.
He's like, it's okay, Kid Buu. I know you're better, and then Kid Buu just blows the planet up instantly.
Love it.
Yeah, man, Naruto and Steven Universe would have a good talk, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what that reminded me of when you said that about Alien. I was like, damn, use the talk no jutsu. That's crazy.
It's a weird ass show, man. I don't know if I can really recommend it. The one thing I'd recommend it for is that they do this cool thing where there's other aliens in the mix that aren't xenomorphs, and they're actually really cool. There's this fucking eyeball alien that like drills into your head, pops out your eyeball, and takes control of your zombified body, and it's fucking badass.
Like have your memories and shit.
It's not really clear because they only put into a person at the very end. For most of the show, it's inside a sheep that like stares menacingly and like plots in the background, and it's kind of awesome.
Damn, why are they gonna put that sheep in an alien game? You know?
Yeah, that I fucked with. That was the best part. Most of the writing was kind of terrible, but that stuff was cool.
Well, I like the idea that they're expanding the alien kind of verse by showing off more aliens.
I'm into it. And there's different kinds of androids. So they have androids with human brains, and there's also a cyborg, a guy with a fucking cyborg arm. He's cool too.
Like, you know other aliens exist, like the Terminator, that's the same universe, isn't it? So, like, I mean...
You mean Predator?
They're there.
Or
yeah, Predator. Sorry.
Terminator's an alien.
No, that's right. No, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Arnold, because Arnold's the main character of Predator.
Oh, true. True.
So,
where's Terminator vs. Predator? We need that.
That's probably a comic, I'm gonna be real with you.
Probably, yeah.
I'll be surprised. I'm gonna look that up, actually. You got me curious now.
I own the Predator vs. Batman comic. That's fun.
I feel like that'd be fun. That reminds me of one of the TMNT cartoons that had a movie.
Yeah.
It was a Batman TMNT crossover, and they had Batman versus Shredder, and it was like actually a really good fight.
That sounds fun.
Because Batman knows like what 128 different martial arts.
Yeah.
But Shredder is such a master at this one martial art that they actually had a great fight. Batman had to end up like basically cheating because at first it was supposed to be a fight of honor, right? And then Batman had to cheat at the end and use a batarang just to get him off guard, and it pisses Shredder off to no end. Shredder's like, "You said we'd have an honorable battle,
you damn cheater."
Yeah, but I love the idea.
I ain't getting my ass kicked.
Yeah, that's Batman, because Batman was actually getting his ass whipped at one point, and he's like, "Okay, now I gotta be Batman."
That sounds cool.
That's okay. Like, I like that ass pull because it was Batman not using the full like range of his abilities. He genuinely wanted to fight this guy as a martial artist.
Well,
then he
that's
realized
fine.
He can't, you know?
Yeah.
Like shit like that is cool. What do you want? A Predator versus
Terminator? Yeah. See if that's a thing.
I want to see if that's like that has to be like some kind of comic.
I feel like it would be.
Alien versus Predator versus the Terminator.
There you go.
It's aliens.
I'll take it.
Too, but. Yep.
I wonder if it's any good.
Fictional character. A comic published by Dark Horse Comics. Alien, Predator, Terminator. The series is 4 parts, with parts 2 to 4 having a tagline on their cover. Ooh.
Oh.
a clone of Ellen Ripley. Yo, they just
Okay.
okay, man.
They're doing some like Alien 4 stuff in there. Interesting.
Yeah. I kind of want to see. I know they had Jason versus Terminator at one point. Then they had like Darth
Of course they
Vader
did.
versus what was? They had one with Darth
Oh
Vader. It was
my
like Darth
god.
Vader
For some reason that
versus.
feels especially silly, putting Star Wars in there.
Yeah, and it was. It sounded hilarious. Oh my god, that Bellsprout with that eye. Holy
Do you think
shit.
that's a good choice?
Oh,
Actually, yeah, I kind of love that.
oh my god. Damn, Ren got turned into a fucking Bellsprout. Like literally.
It's kind of great.
I forget. I think it was Darth Vader versus Predator. Was that a thing? It was one of them.
Huh, I
Yeah, here we go.
wonder.
Darth Vader versus Predator. It was yeah. There you go. There's some pictures from it. Darth Vader versus Predator.
Huh.
That I don't know. That might not be the actual one. I feel like there was something like that though. Alien was it? This was a real ass comic. I know it was.
Oh, I feel like I might have read that one. Maybe. Vader
There was
Jason.
some. It was so ridiculous when I read the cover. And I was like, it was Darth Vader versus one of those random like horror villains, and I was just like, that is so stupid that I want to read it. You know?
Yeah. Some of those can be pretty fun. Usually they're lame, but sometimes they're very fun. The Batman vs
Yeah.
Predator is genuinely kind of fun. I remember at one point they go into like the Batcave and the giant penny gets involved.
Oh really?
Yeah. I don't remember how, but yeah.
Oh,
Great.
Bubba's just gonna use the bathroom apparently.
Okay. So another hour.
Bro,
Oh.
I'm kidding, I'm
at least
kidding.
post French toast in there, bro.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, almost 3 hours. You know. Apart from, I'm not mad though. It's like
He matter. Just kidding.
Dang.
that's kind of like that was kind of your job. I was hoping you'd do it. I was hoping you'd be like, "What the fuck, Bubba?"
He knows what he's
I can't do it. I don't want to be mean. You know, maybe he had important stuff going on. You know, I don't know. I don't know what his life out is outside of this.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's going with his in-laws or whatever. Maybe they had to do something. Maybe they had to go somewhere. You know.
Maybe.
I don't expect them to literally eat for 3 hours. You know, so maybe they had to do something. I never judge.
I do.
Because I know, yeah, I know. It wasn't even my fault the other day, and you still got it on me.
Oh, boy.
No, it's okay. It's out of love, though. I know, but I don't know. I just can't. I never really get mad when people show up late because I'm just like, well, it's more like a happy little surprise if we show up on time, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm seeing it too.
If people show up, that's chill. But if not, hey. You know, as Sonic says, skate fast and eat ass, you know?
He does say
And
that.
wish unnatural things on
Unnatural things.
Oh boy.
My favorite asshole shonen character is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Hmm.
Because he's kind of a dick, but he's lovable regardless.
He's a lovable scamp.
Yeah. He's very just unconditionally an asshole, and yet
Ugh.
still a good guy.
For some reason,
so-
coloring in the tongue makes this look so much weirder.
What's up? Oh no. Oh, I don't like that tongue. Hey, Bubba. You gotta see
French
Kieran-
toast.
Hey,
you gotta see
Bubba.
Kieran's art.
Let me zoom out here. Can enjoy it.
Oh God.
It's episode 69. I had to make it special. It's a good sound.
Alright, honest, Bubba. Hot or not?
Yeah, smash or pass.
Smash or pass?
I'm gonna have to say pass on that one. I
Wow.
don't think I want a Bellsprout fucking. I don't want to
Alright,
be
well-
balls deep inside of a Bellsprout's
Alright, but look at that. Look at that.
Look at them BBL though.
Think of what that tongue could do for you.
I mean, to be honest, when you said "oh that tongue," I thought you were doing the normal like hentai face. It's
Oh,
called, like,
a Hago?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
yeah. I thought you were giving him that, so when I looked at it, I was like, oh. It's a lot less than what I thought it was.
Fair.
Yeah, he decided let's give him Fate Stay Night Eyes because we were like we're gonna kind of draw him after a hentai, and then
Yeah,
Fate Stay Night
Fate
was
Stay
a
Night.
hentai.
that was the
And
idea.
it was a hentai, so
Yeah, it's not like going too far in the not family friendly direction. Just like a little
yeah.
tease.
I almost started looking at hentai artists when he was sharing my screen, and that was
Yeah,
concerning.
you can't show that.
Hey, but I can show Sonic Cross Worlds at least, you know.
Yeah, which is kind of a porn.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty addicting. Nita's called it crack. So
Yeah, exactly.
I've done every time trial on 150cc, Bubba. Now I have to do them all on 200 to get more music.
Damn.
Nice.
And I also unlocked Supersonic. I have here. Let me show you. I've officially done everything in Grand Prix that I could.
Yeah, let's race.
I've done 150cc all trophies. I've done 200cc all trophies, and I've done mirror mode all trophies. I have them all the ones. They just give you
Nice.
because they're like, no, if you're playing on 150, you're not playing on 50 or 100, so they just give them to you. But I've done it all, and I got the super guy.
Super guy.
Yep, you can only play Supersonic in Grand Prix. I found out, Bubba, and do you know why? He's 50% faster than everyone else, and he's invincible to all items. If you try to hit him, he does not get hurt.
That's interesting. Huh.
Trying to invite this fuck-ass hedgehog to race him, but he keeps going super and cheating.
Apparently he was supposed to have unique dialogue against people, which people like data mines, and when they data mine it, his mouth is moving, and he says nothing, and it's like error syntax occurred or something. It's the funniest shit.
Weird.
So, famous Sonic the Hedgehog line, error syntax occurred.
It's like that glitch that happened in that Marvel game where Hulk went around saying agreeable grunt and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sad grunt.
You reminded me of the one in Crash Team Racing with the penguin where
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, wait.
I'm not sure I know this.
This is pretty funny. Basically, they never finished all Penta the Penguin's voice lines, so they have a guy just saying like "Penguin Scream #1," and they never took it out of the game, so he just says it.
That's awesome.
Let me see. Where's the sound? I gotta get all his voice clips. It's just gonna come at you.
Oh, I need to turn it up. So, wait. I can't hear it very well.
Alright, you gotta listen to all these random penguin noises first.
Okay.
It sells it, okay?
Go for
this
it.
is what he's supposed to sound like.
Penguin Yay 2?
Yes.
So
Penguin Yay 1?
you'll be playing the game and you'll just play this character and you'll just hear Penguin Yay 1.
That's
like, what
so
the fuck?
good. How'd they miss that? I love it.
I don't know. They missed it for 2 separate voice lines, and it became so iconic in the community when they made the remake. They just have him say that, but in his own character's voice this time.
Oh, but it's better when it's just a dude.
Yeah, it's just a dude. Penguin Yay 1. Penguin asthma be like. Hey, roses are red, violets are blue. Penguin Yay 1, Penguin Yay 2.
Nice. Oh boy.
There you go. That's exactly what I thought of when you said that. I don't know.
Shit.
Alright, I'm gonna turn my game off now. But yeah, we can't play Supersonic. He's banned. He's like Meta Knight on crack. We're not allowed. Oh, you also get a new title screen when you beat all the cups. Oh, where is it? Now it's making me into a liar. I promise it was different before.
You're lying to me, Doc. You're lying to me.
How dare.
Dude, I swear to God, it had a different title screen.
Sure.
It had vocals.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
Grandpa, let's get you home.
I'm telling I'm not lying. It's real.
You know what I love, Doc?
What?
That this Chow is going to different Chow gardens.
Yeah, I just realized that when I saw him in this land, because this is where we had Caillou. Where we put him in
Yep.
hell.
Yeah.
Caillou wasn't allowed to be anywhere else. That's actually so true. How many tickets do I have now? That's a lot.
Perfect.
Alright,
Perfect.
we're almost close to fucked up Gummy Shadow.
Shadows looks dope
Oh, that's why I want it. It looks so good. That's why
compared
I'm
to
dedicating
Sonic's.
everything.
Oh yeah, that's pretty sweet.
I like Sonic's, but I think Shadows, I think the red aesthetic, it just looks good, you know?
Yeah.
The weird glitchy textures they put on them. I like it. It's pretty chill. I could get Eggman's, but I'm not crazy about Piss Eggman. I'm gonna be
Oh, I
real
kind of
with you
like
guys.
it.
Pretty good.
You like Piss Eggman?
Defeat me now, Sonic. I've learned how to piss myself.
I've covered myself in a vat of piss.
I've
You
learned how to
surely
piss
wouldn't want to
myself.
bounce on my head now, Sonic. Your
You'll
shoes will get all sticky.
You'll get pee-pee on you. Everyone will laugh at you for being the pee-pee man.
The song's just like, no! You can't!
No, I can't hit him. What if I look like the pee-pee man?
What if I smell like pee-pee?
That's no good.
Oh, fuck. Yep. Happens to the best of us, you know?
True.
Alright. Oh, wait, I want to see. What's my new music?
Are you gonna show us the alternate background? Knew it wasn't.
I can reset the game, find it. I just want to see my new music.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
Where is... Oh, okay, we got all this shit. I don't want that. There's a lot of music. Sorry, I'm twerking.
It's a little twerk.
Okay, damn. Oh wow, they have like all kinds of frontier music. That's crazy. Alright, cool. Anyways. Alright, I've lived my life. You know what that means. Now it's time.
His world.
True, but it's also time for me to get punched in the face. So I am going to sign off on playing this game.
Alright.
I'll reload it one time to see if I can get the alt cover. I don't know why I got it before when I beat all the cups.
He says he got it before. I say he didn't get it.
I did! I'm telling you, it's real. I'm not crazy.
I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
One Piece is real. It was promised to me 3,000 years ago.
Come on. Come on. Show the cover. Come on. I'm not crazy. It was real. There was vocals
Yeah,
on the
sure.
title screen. There was vocals on the title screen. There was vocals on the main menu.
Yeah.
They had the song.
Sure.
It was real. Oh, wait. Maybe if I play the alternate credits, it'll do it again. Alright, skip the credits. Do the thing. Come on, do the thing. Yes, see? I'm not crazy.
Mm.
Real.
So you put in a cheat code.
So
Oh
you're
my
a
God.
cheater.
Well, you have to beat, like, once you get the alternate credits, it, like, activates, I guess. Not crazy. You all said he was crazy old man. Look at his old coot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Now who's the old coot? There you go.
Alright.
I proved my worth in this world.
You did okay, son.
You're not my dad. Don't you patronize me. Don't you patronize me. Also, Bubba, what'd you have to
Patronize
eat?
you. Pizza and wings.
Damn, okay.
Nice.
Man, that sounds awesome. Why didn't you take a picture and send it to us, though?
Yeah.
You know,
Because
you sent one to Shatter that one time. You didn't send one to me. Granted, I know
Well,
the one
Doc-
to Shatter was out of spite.
I sent you my dinner last night.
That's true. That's true, actually. And to be honest, his dinner looked amazing, and I would have ate it if I was there.
Nice.
Right off his plate. Would have ate it.
I believe
Would
you.
watch, sit in the chair.
Oh.
All right, so we're getting into this thing now.
Whenever you guys are ready.
I will stop my stream then. Goodbye, everyone. I'm gonna do a thing on
Look
Caro's
at
channel.
that ass. Look at that
Remember,
Bellsprout.
Zoom in on that
Demon
ass.
Slayer.
Oh yeah, Kira,
Like-
you streamed it last time. I mean, you could just do it again if you want.
True. Yeah, probably will then. Good idea. All right,
I
we'll be
just wanna
switching
I
to
need an
that.
excuse to see your art, to be honest. I love that board. I love all those funny little characters.
Yeah, I like having that up on screen. It's nice. All right, goodbye, stream. How do I stop this?